So, does anyone have a preference for a character type?
I think I would be a bad pillar of society.
How good is your looming?
No. I think I could be an aged relative dressing in purple and being annoying.
Okie dokie.
Sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
What to choose? I will give the Pillar of Society a go.
Okie dokie. There you go. Liz?
I'll go highbrow, I think.
Okay. And I'll be a servant. No doubt about this time around. Right, so you have your character picture. Yes, so if you want to pick out relationships. So first thing up is the positive relationship. So like for me it's an employer, for you it's family, that sort of thing. It's not necessarily positive for them, it is important.
Yeah.
How about I can be your servant? I don't actually pass this to you, but there we go.
I think you are my descendant.
Okay.
Some description. Cat wants to be the cat about.
Cats can't play card games, it's the law.
I will have judgment on the servant, why not?
Okay, so I've been brought to your court before.
Oh
Or for a stern talking to. Nice. Alright, so then you have another relationship, the negative relationship.
Yeah.
So
It's the only one I have.
what?
I don't have another relationship.
Oh no,
card.
no.
Otherwise I would.
I can fob you in a spare.
hello cat.
Oh, he's found a place.
I can believe the aged relative would have a cat.
I think it's just
Possibly
the
on
top
point
bit there.
just in its stroke.
So
Okay.
basic moves.
So I think.
That's a reference.
Hmm.
Says I'll get to what that all entails later.
So I am going for an artist type, and I think you have agreed to be my model.
Alright.
You probably because you've
You're so
commissioned
dignified.
me.
Yeah.
I need a picture for my office wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So yes. So my negative relationship is one character has a habit of accidentally, teasingly, or possibly even maliciously interfering with your duties. They can spend a skull token to send my tools, preparations, or uniform into disarray, forcing me to leave the scene and rectify them.
Oh no, not your uniform.
Exactly. So I'm going to go with you.
Okay.
Now the way up.
Oh, sorry. Right.
Okay, so I have some kind of obligation or debt to another character. I would prefer to pretend this never happened. And they may spend token to discreetly raise this topic and send me running away and leave the scene. So I think... Yes, I think I owe you a favour. Have that.
Okay.
One character knows a shameful secret of mine. Not necessarily criminal, but ruinous to my social standing. I think I will give this to you.
Ooh.
So not only are you painting a picture of them,
Yeah.
I assume that's how you found out something.
Yeah,
You
okay.
saw an open letter on my letter or some such.
Yes, while I was while you went out of the room temporarily, and I sneaked at you.
You're going to make me very allergic.
Oh dear. This is a bad plan. It's a bad plan.
Right, so my negative relationship is that one character has a favourite artist, scholar or theologian they constantly compare you unfavourably with. So I think... I think I should give that to you, Jim.
Okay. Alright. Dismissive of the highbrow.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So next thing is you look at your deck moves, your character moves, and choose a couple to begin with. So I've started with a big book of secrets, which lets me consult the accumulated wisdom of all and blackmail material of all the servants in the land.
Nice.
And wise advice, which lets me give someone a suggestion for what to do to solve a problem of theirs and make it particularly good.
So yes, I think I will have the kosh. When someone is unaware of my presence, I can use a resource to use a hidden blackjack to incapacitate from the rest of the script scene, which is clearly very worth having.
Indeed.
I think my other one is going to be I can just introduce a servant whenever I want to. That's have you met my gardener? Right.
I'm going to go with Steel Glare. When I fix someone with my glare, they can either someone that was reveal a secret motive or plan, flee the scene, or offer to perform a task for me.
Nice.
And war story, whereby I relay an anecdote about an old war story and everyone forgets what was talking about before.
This is just so terrible and engrossing. My God, it's spine.
So I've chosen avant-garde, which is when I present a shocking new piece to an audience. It may cause outrage, but no negative repercussions from the audience. In addition to every heart token you spend, you can temporarily choose to affect them in various ways. And a classic enigma, which is when I talk about an age-old philosophical question. It'll basically force everyone into discussion about that rather than paying attention to me, which means I can do whatever I want.
Is truth beauty? Is beauty truth? Finally, there's the final step, which is assets and goals. So, I'm going to deal out 4 in the... No, is it 4 or is it 5? I'm pretty sure actually it's 5. Yes. So I'll put 5 in the centre of the table. Everyone will go around picking one, and then we do it again. So everyone has 2. So these are both what you want to achieve and what resources you have to achieve them. So we have, for assets, a set of skeleton keys, a famous chef, a camera with half the film already used, a home in the country, and a journal full of lucrative secrets. For goals, we have break up an unfortunate engagement, promote your political interests, put on a local fete, score and arrange a musical, and get over this hangover. So, Liz, do you want to start?
Okay, I would like... I'll go for the camera and the get over the hangover.
Sounds about right for an artist.
Yeah.
Cameron?
I am going to go for a famous chef.
And your political interests.
Yes.
See that?
I think I'm getting this character in my head. I'm going to go for a set of skeleton keys.
Okie dokie. And I'll go with a journal full of lucrative secrets, and I've signed up to put on a local fete.
Hey.
Alright.
Cat really wants to play.
No, he can't. He doesn't have opposable thumbs, does he? Alright, so, second round. A crate of fine wine, a fabulous motor car, a beautiful pearl necklace, an engagement ring, and a sealed letter from a government minister. On goals, avoid a criminal conviction for an honest mistake, renovate your ancestral home, reclaim an embarrassing document, improve a particular character's sense of fashion, and get out of debt. So I'm going to take this one, create a fine wine, and improve a particular character's sense of fashion, and then go back around that way.
I'm going to take the engagement ring because it seems to tie neatly into the previous one.
Yeah.
Interesting fashion.
I'm going to go for a beautiful pearl necklace and reclaim an embarrassing document.
Yeah, okay.
We seem to have painted your character
Yeah.
as a certain sort of person
I
as
suppose
well.
I'll go for a fabulous motor car and get out of debt. Not
Right.
only am I hungover, I'm also incredibly in debt.
So why don't we go around the table and describe ourselves. So I'll go first. I am Mr. Carver, loyal servant of the Chiltern... Was it?
Clifton
I don't even know who you're
Dunsmuir.
serving.
Clifton Dunsmuir household. I am a... I'll just go with the picture on the card. I am a tall, sort of Scottish-looking guy whose eyebrows are so bushy you can never tell if his eyes are open or not. And generally quite stoic and not particularly emotive.
Okay, I am Olive Clifton Dunsmuir, an 80-something woman who has outlived her husband and most of her other close relatives and now just lives to pester the young people and boss them around, basically.
That's fair.
She's not stoic by any means. She gets quite uppity about things, but probably underneath it all is relatively level-headed. She just likes making a fuss.
I am Lord Peter Leopold Waldron, and I'm also going to go with the card and say I'm a judge, well renowned in the local area. Yes, household friends to the whatever your Clifton
Dunsmuir.
That's the one. Yes.
I am Artemis Clifton Pemberley, relative to the Clifton Dunsmuir, but not a direct descendant. I am a young and up-and-coming artist. I haven't yet had my big break, but I believe my revolutionary spirit will thrust me into the art world eventually.
Alright. So, to sort of restate what our various objectives are. So I have been roped into putting on a local fete. You see, it's the sort of head chefs normally sort of agreed for the school to do it, but she's got terribly sick, so the duty has somehow fallen upon me. It is a constant niggle of mine that this artist comes to the house every time and dirties everything with their ways. So at the very least I could make them look presentable. That would be my goal.
Alright, I have spent too much time in London, frankly, going to the opera and living with my high society friends and just enjoying the good life now that my husband is dead and I can do this. And my ancestral home, or his ancestral home technically, has kind of fallen into disrepair during this, which I don't really care about, but probably doesn't look good, and when one wants to pass it on to the younger generation, one wouldn't want to be seen as completely useless. So I need to renovate that. And also I think my least favourite grand relation, even less favourite than you, frankly, grandnephew Freddie, let's say, has got into a very bad engagement with a nothing of a girl, and I need to break that up.
Very well.
I have unfortunately let slip from my possession a rather unfortunate document that I really do not wish for it to come to light. It's quite an embarrassing thing, and I suspect that when my artist friend here came to do my portrait, that they may have spotted it on my desk, and whilst I was out of the room, done something with it. I also intend to promote my political interests, which I'm a big fan of opera as it happens, and I think that a lot more public funding needs to go into supporting that very noble endeavour.
Very well.
So, despite being from a very wealthy family, my choice of lifestyle has meant that I no longer get my stipend like I used to, and my refusal to work to get money, rather rely on my own artistic talent, has meant that I have fallen on hard times, and I have some debt to my name, unfortunately. So my goal is to try and get some money somewhere quickly, so that I can get out of debt and continue on with my goal of then, I don't know, I suppose getting over this hangover, which seems to be constant these days, possibly because of all the stress of being in debt.
All right. Okay, so the rules say that the first team should go to the youngest player. So, Aaron, do you want to tell us, what do you want to do?
I think I'm going to attempt to confront Artemis here about this document. I suspect if they don't have it, they may have spotted it and perhaps know where it's gone.
All right, so you can choose a couple of options.
So.
Probably the first and the last one is the...
I was going to say...
So there's a location deck there.
Yes, if you want to have a look through the location there.
Add a location.
Or just one that you've made up, I think.
Yes, you can just add.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to, let's say, at the art gallery. Which is where one of your haunts, I know, no doubt.
Yes.
Where I suspect I may find you.
Right. So, and do you want one of your assets to be particularly relevant in this setting, or? You don't have to.
I don't think I will do it. I think
Okay.
it can make sense, yeah.
Alright, so you want to be in the art gallery. So, you've come to the art gallery to confront Artemis. Does anyone want anyone else to be there?
I mean, I could potentially be there berating you for something.
You can also pick up sort of one-off extras if you'd like.
How do you mean?
Like, you know, if you want to play a sort of the art proprietor of the art
Oh,
gallery,
I see.
that sort of thing.
Yeah. No, I think I'll be there as Olive to begin with, having dropped by to probably shout at you while you have a hangover. It seems like the sort of thing I would do.
Alright. So, we enter the art gallery.
So specifically, it should be a modern art gallery, so it should be full of very
Sort of
bizarre,
three spheres stacked on top of each other, off centre.
The sort of art that you would look at and just go, what is this? What are you doing with your life? You call this art?
Right. Okay. I suppose I might play the proprietor of the art gallery if that becomes important.
Okay.
All right. So why don't we get started?
Right.
I mean, frankly, what are you doing here?
Yes.
Shouldn't you be doing something a bit more useful with your life?
I'm trying to get inspired. Just stop.
What kind of inspiration could you even get from this? I mean, frankly, I can put 2 wine bottles end by end on top of each other and then pour some wax over. I don't see why this has been done.
Oh, but look at this beautiful painting here. The colours, the orange.
Someone has thrown 2 buckets of paint at
green.
the wall. Maybe
But
3 buckets of paint.
Then they've taken their hands. You can see their handprints and swirled, and it's.
But this is what we have paintbrushes for.
So you come in the middle of this argument.
Hello there. Hi. Sorry, I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Lord Leopold Waldron. No, I wasn't expecting to see you either.
Yes, I've just come to speak to Artemis. Actually.
What business do you have with Artemis?
I've commissioned a painting. I thought I should get a new
Goodness.
mural of myself for my office wall.
You're aware of the kind of art she does.
Yes, I mean I've seen some of her early work, which was of the more traditional style, and figured that something like that might be more appropriate for my office.
Oh yes.
Okay.
I am working on an absolutely fantastic portrait. I'm sure it'll go well in your office, having
Well,
been
that actually sounds positive. That sounds like you're trying to turn your life around. I approve of this.
Oh well, you know, I'm always looking for a good opportunity.
So you're a full-length portrait then, a magisterial.
No, just a sort of chest upwards. Yes.
No, very good, very good. Is there a part of this art gallery that is a bit less modern?
I think they have some more sort of that way. More, you know, people like modern art. They put the really exciting pieces right at the front by the window.
Madam, last season was very traditionalist, neo-traditionalist actually. If you'd like to follow.
It's neo-traditional.
You'll see.
Very well, I shall follow it.
Whilst you were round my office the other day doing a portrait, I don't suppose you happened to have picked up a letter of mine.
A letter?
Yes. One of the papers on my desk. I seem to have misplaced it. I didn't know if you'd perhaps seen it.
I don't think so. I mean, I did spread out my materials quite widely. It's possible that I may have accidentally bustled some of your own stuff into my bag as I was leaving, but I certainly didn't pick anything up on purpose.
Thought you, but yes, as you say, it may have been a mistake. I don't suppose when you return to your home whether you perhaps could you just double check in your belongings to see if it may have found its way amongst your things.
Oh, of course, yes. I'll have a thorough look. And what sort of letter was it? Was it in an envelope? Was it loose?
I believe it was loose. I'd had it when I was reading it just before you had to come over. Actually, it was with the envelope, but the envelope seems to still be on the desk. So.
Okay. Well, I'll have a look and see what I can find then. But.
Thanks.
And yes, so here we have, you can understand the sort of classical Greco-Roman forms, but
Well,
puce.
of course. Why? Why puce?
Well, you'll have to ask the artist.
Why is it wearing a hat?
Yes, we must ask ourselves this. Why is it? Why is it a hat? Why is it wearing a hat? Indeed.
I think it's wearing a hat so that it can hide its embarrassment by putting the hat down over its own eyes, frankly. It's
Surely-
about my fascinating.
Surely the artist intends to bring history into the fore, though. Maybe
yes.
that's what it's all about.
That
You see
still
the
does
mind
not
of a true
explain
artist.
either the puce or the hat.
Well, it's modernising the classic form, isn't it?
Puce is of no time.
Do you think you've met your goal for the scene?
I believe I've certainly made progress towards it.
Okay, cool. Take a card and we move on to the next scene.
I love this character.
Alright. Next up, Liz.
Okay. So I think I will have gone. Question is, will I have gone back home immediately to try and find out what this letter that he's so intent on finding is all about? Because obviously it's very important.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I'll have gone and grabbed my bags that I had and then made my way back to, I think probably your townhouse. I'd go with.
Your townhouse.
I know, because,
Okay.
You were freeloading off.
yeah, I didn't have a townhouse, so back to your townhouse, and with the idea of, yes, potentially getting some free tea and a nice meal. So that would be, the location would be London Townhouse.
Yep.
And
So your goal is to look for the letter.
yes. I think I'll make my camera potentially important in this.
Okay.
I think I have an idea of
What?
I can get the letter back, but maybe I can
Ooh,
reproduce
okay.
this in some way.
Okay.
But I need good sort of lighting for that.
Yes.
And her front room is perfect for, you know.
Alright. Okay. So you're there. You're obviously there.
I presumably come home.
I
to
think
yes.
Mr. Carver might be here preparing dinner.
Mhm.
Do you want to be anyone?
I suppose I could be another member of the household staff, around sort of assisting
Fair
some
enough.
manner or other.
You can be the cook.
Cook, yes.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So I've been sent for tea, Carver. That
Oh,
is
yes.
cucumber sandwiches.
I'll be
and
right on
swapped,
that.
I think, yes.
Is it more than cucumber sandwiches? You've got any of those pork pies that you have?
I
Pies.
shall look, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very ladylike thing to eat.
Oh, yeah. Ladylike is such an outdated notion. You should really try and live a little. Cucumber sandwiches, there's nothing in them.
This cucumber.
What's in cucumber? It's all just water.
Green is in cucumber.
Green, exactly, that's why they taste of nothing. Right. Now I've got to get this camera set up. You've got perfect light in here for this.
What are you taking a photograph of? Why are you taking photographs in my front room?
If you could get working on some sandwiches and a pie for the lady.
A pie.
Yes.
Any particular type of pie?
Pork.
Pork pie. Excellent. I'm sure we have some.
I thought that you might like to have your portrait taken. I've just come in. I've got this new camera, and
How does it even work?
well, you set it up, press the button.
Do I need to hold still
big
for like
flash.
3 minutes?
I don't think you need to hold still for that long. It should be
My
quite
family
quick.
portrait taken when I was a small child. We had to hold so still. My mother snapped.
These are a bit more advanced than those ones. It's big flash, nice and quick. That really illuminates things, and yeah. So anyway,
I mean, if you insist,
Yeah.
it's going to be better than some of the art you do. I could go and put on my best diamond necklace. And
yeah. Why don't you go and get ready, and I'll get the equipment set up
Very
here.
well, very well. I shall go do that.
So I am suspicious of this behaviour. So I am going to activate sneak about. So I'm going to try and get somewhere without avoiding attention. So into the room where you're doing all this, so I can observe. So I need to choose one of. Nobody else is there. Well, obviously someone is there. There are good hiding spots, and nobody notices your absence.
Right.
So I'm going to go with good hiding spots, I think.
Yeah.
Seems to make no sense.
So people will notice that I am not around, but I will have gone through a sort of back, another door into the room, and then sort of behind a cupboard, just sort of. Well, there's sort of, there's a cupboard coming out of the wall next to the door, and I can just sort of lean up against it in a sort of
Right.
non-suspicious
So I've
sort of
had
way.
time to get the camera set up, so I'm just going to root through my bags now and look for this letter. What's this then? Juicy. Very juicy. Yes, perfect. On the table. Photo taken. Well, who knows whether or not that came out. We don't have digital cameras either. And then I'll put the camera back and
You do have digital cameras, it's when your thumb is in front of the lens.
Yeah. I'll put the letter back and make it,
Yeah.
tuck it away again, ready to be given back. And
Miss Artemis.
Carver.
Hello. I took the
Where are my
liberty.
cucumber sandwiches and pork pie?
Oh, they're on their way.
Mm.
I took the liberty of looking out this particular dress for you.
Oh,
For your next gala opening.
That's horrid. I was just going to go, well, like I am.
Is that so, miss?
There's nothing wrong with dungarees, Carver.
I'm sure
They're
you
very
believe
decent,
that.
relatively clean.
I'm sure you believe that, sir.
I'm back. Right, hello. I think my hair is now looking extra bouffant.
Oh, yes.
How wonderful,
Perfect.
madam.
Yes.
Perfect.
Artemis here has offered to take my photograph.
Will that be
Where are
all?
sandwiches?
Oh, yes, I'll get back to that.
Yes, the sandwiches are just here, and
Wonderful.
pies are just coming out now.
Wonderful.
I'll bring them up when you're...
Okay. Sure. Come back up with the tray.
Right, okay. Should hold still. We don't want any blur. You look lovely. I'll take a couple.
You made me look about 22 with the lights. Yes, I understand
Oh,
you can
yeah.
do these things.
Yeah.
Good.
And, you know, post, once the film's developed, you know, you can do all sorts with it.
Like what?
Well, different developing fluids, give it a different sort of look, that sort of stuff.
You'll make sure to get rid of this mole, yes?
I'll do my very best.
Good. Where are those sandwiches?
Oh, here we go.
Excellent. See, cucumber sandwiches, dear.
Lovely.
Very refined.
Mmm.
And the pie that you...
Oh, that's much better.
So, Miss Artemis, I was wondering about exhibiting. Well, I've been asked to put on a bit of a cool bit of tomfoolery back at the manor by a schoolmaster who wishes to sing for the children, and I was wondering if, well, and the parents, if a raffle of your art might be.
Oh.
Do you have anything that is suitable for such an audience?
Oh, I have lots and lots of paintings back at the studio,
Yes.
and many of which would be suitable for school raffle, did you
Yes.
say? Yes, definitely. It's the sort of stuff that children love.
You're absolutely certain they're suitable for children.
Absolutely.
You don't have any of those people shaped as triangles that could disturb young minds.
I will avoid them.
Right, and yes, could you describe some of the ones that you have?
Oh, well, I have some of my more early classic paintings.
Interesting. And would that be suitable for these parents? Or?
I would have thought so. I have a lot
They're
of...
only simple country folk, remember?
So I am trying to distract you with bamboozling.
Right, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So, sort of getting you very interested in talking about your art. So I need to choose one of you come away suspicious of my motives, my extravagant patter attracts further attention, or you repeat the story to others with their own embellishments. So I'm going to go with you come away suspicious of my motives, but I'm also going to spend a skullduggery token for they're so entranced you can take something from them. So I'm interested in what that letter says, so I'm going to take it.
Right. So
Wonderful, thank you.
I've gone on a
thank you.
spiel about my
Yes.
beautiful landscapes.
Yes, sort of gesturing out of a window and that sort of thing.
Yes.
Ah, wonderful. Well, I will retire to the kitchen if that will be all.
Yes, I think that is all. Please take away the Mason's pie.
Yes.
I'll take some of that home and I'm going to run after you.
Okay. Wrapped up in paper.
What did you see, Carver?
Oh, nothing. Note.
What's it going to take for you to keep quiet about that
I'll give you a clue.
indiscreet photograph?
It has frills.
Oh, not that dress.
That dress.
And you absolutely promise that you won't tell Lord Leopold Waldron?
Oh yes. I will not speak a
I
word.
knew exactly what was in the letter. I need to bring that out at the right time. You understand?
Of course, miss.
Okay.
We are agreed?
Yes,
Good.
suppose so.
Well, I'll hold on for it for now.
Wrap up the rest of that pork pie for me.
Yes.
Might as well take the rest of the cucumber sandwiches too.
At your service.
Okay. I'll be off then.
Do you think you hit your goal
Yes.
of get out of debt? Oh, you're
I'm working towards that.
Oh, right.
But my aim was essentially to get
To blackmail him.
blackmail and food.
Yes. Yeah, I suppose.
Food will help with the hangover, actually.
Oh, no, that's... I'm going to take one towards improve a particular character's sense of fashion. Due to blackmail. Alright, my turn. So, I am going to refresh this location. This token. Location? What? Do I want to swap out and move? Nah, I think that's fine. I don't want to add a location. I'm going to add a social club. So, Mr. Carver has headed to one of the gentlemen's and ladies' social clubs. Well, you know, where the lower orders congregate, etc. Just for a bit of, just relax a bit. It's his time off, play some bridge, that sort of thing. And find out more about this person who had the temerity to berate him that one time. Would anyone else like to be a visiting servant or maid?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Do you have a servant as a lord? I mean, I would assume you have some.
I suspect some sort of servant, perhaps in a more secretarial role, but some.
Yeah, I would play your sort of general secretary.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just be a maid who's wants in on the discussion of dirt.
Okay. I mean, it's such as a maid's.
Yeah.
I shall play some similar servant that is just here to hear what news and gossip there is about the town.
Okay. Wonderful.
I think I'm at the club already, having some food.
Yes.
Relax.
So then she asked for a pork pie.
What?
A pork pie?
I've never been asked for
Good
pork pie. All my time.
What is that?
What did you do?
Well, I gave her it.
She ate it?
Oh yes.
The whole thing?
With her bare hands.
Goodness me.
It's terrible.
Young ladies these days.
They'll learn. They'll learn eventually.
Actually, I did wonder if I might endeavour to call on your services a little.
Oh, yes.
Well, I have got into a bit of a situation has arisen where I would rather want to find out more about your employer, really. And obviously I cannot endeavour for you to tell me too much. But I was wondering. You see, I found this, I just happened to transport this letter.
A letter concerning my master.
Yes, and I was wondering, it sounds very shocking, but I'm not sure of the particulars.
I see, so there are other names involved.
Yes, so I thought, well, there's a reason I've asked you all to my table, is, well, if you follow this, all of your masters and mistresses are mentioned somewhere. So, I am activating Big Book of Secrets, which is, my peers maintain a confidential ledger of their masters and mistresses' embarrassing secrets for their own amusement. When you consult the book, state who you're looking for information on. Everyone else suggests a secret, and you choose the one to be the secret in the book. So, I'm looking for information about this letter. Everyone can suggest a secret that it might be.
So you're a judge who's very interested in promoting opera. Okay. So it could be some scandal related to
I'm going to suggest that perhaps there is a particular performer that there's speculation that perhaps Lord Peter is
Has been enjoying the company of.
enjoying the company of, yes,
Right.
and that is why he is a fan of the opera.
Right.
I'm going to suggest that Lord Peter and a few other aristocrats are in fact members of a very amateur operatic society themselves and get together at weekends to sing Gilbert and Sullivan musicals very, very badly, and that nobody in the group obviously wants anybody else to be aware of this or come and watch their performances, but they enjoy them.
Dear me. So not only does this letter implicate that you're having an illicit relationship with a
But it's one of these things.
performer, or one of these, okay.
Yeah.
So I will suggest that in order to fund a particular show that you want to in order to find a place and to fund it and to find the performers for it, you've had to deal with some rather dodgy characters, perhaps characters who you may have met because they came up in front of you in court at one point.
Oh. Okay. I think I'm going to go with the amateur Gilbert and Sullivan Society.